Hey, what's up? Welcome to episode 0 of the Artists Oddballs podcast. Is that what it was called? I think that's what it's called. We'll go with that. That's what it's called. So, Austin, why do we need another big dumb white boy podcast in the world? We don't. I'm, a little big-headed, a little big-muscled, and I figured, hey, why not start my own? I talk a lot, and I got some stuff to say. I think I'm pretty important, you know? Who am I to let my narcissism get in the way of you guys hearing me? So, in all reality, this is episode 0. It's not like an official first episode. That's not going to come for another few weeks, maybe a month or so. I'll discuss why in a little bit, but just kind of wanted to do this like first little, tester episode, a little testicle episode, if you will. Talk about what Artists and Oddballs will be. Talk about the future. Talk about myself. Shit like that. We're going to try and not say and like a lot in this podcast, okay? I'm going to do my best. It's actually a vodcast, probably, right? Podcast, just audio, vodcast, video. We're going to do a little of both. I'm going to make, we'll get into that. I'm getting ahead of myself here. A little out of it. It's, I just said, It's like 8 in the morning. I'm pretty tired. I've worked a lot this week. I've definitely been overworking myself, but for good reasons. Again, teasers coming soon. Austin Robinson, life changes. So, Artists and Oddballs, what's it going to be? I'm going to interview artists, and then just weird people too, because there's only so many artists, and artists are honestly only so interesting. Like, there's only so much cool stuff you can talk about art-wise. Hey, what's your inspiration? How do you deal with creative block? Blah, blah, blah. Sure, it's fun. It's cool to get inside of your favorite artist's head, but also, tell me about that time you shit your pants. Like, I want to know that, artist. Tell me some oddball moments. Tell me the last felony you got away with, okay? I want to know that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I see a lot of big dumb white boys start podcasts all the time. And I was like, hey, I used to do happy hours. That was essentially a podcast back before I ever made any art YouTube content. And really before I was even making art consistently. I was still just talking shit. That's what I'm really good at. I'm from New Jersey. We're good at talking shit. I'm going to try not to slurp as well. So, Artists and Oddballs, that's the concept. I'm going to talk to artists and then weirdos. Things like that. I'm going to talk about whatever. It's not going to... I wanted it to be this like very serious, inspirational thing when I first conceptualized the idea. And then the more time went on, the more I was like, dude, that is just so corny. There's so much like inspirational content out there, and I'm not one of those people. I just want to be me. I want to be weird. I want to talk about the time I shit in my cat's litter box. Yeah, I'm trying to just have fun with it. And also, hey, look around. This border, I've had a lot of ideas for like cool border animations and stuff for videos, and I was like, well, I don't really have anywhere to put those. So then honestly, I'm kind of starting a podcast just so I can make weird little cool animations and have those on screen. It's more just an excuse to do a little more simple animation. Let's talk about... I have a little... I keep looking down because I have notes. Let's talk about the little... Where the fuck is it? Is it here? Yeah, let's talk about the Artists and Oddballs logo. Usually the little eyeball planet. Oh, we call that an oddball. I don't know why we call that an oddball. About a year ago, right before my house flooded, my girlfriend and I were going to start like I don't want to say a non-profit, but like my idea was that it would be a program that would support artists that need money, and like it would be a way for us to like kind of give back to the art community. And then and then I became the one that needed to be given back to when my house flooded. And it just kind of like, we were going to call it Arts and Spacecrafts. It fell through the cracks. But we still had this, like, in my opinion, this kick-ass little, like, logo thing, and I wanted to use it for something. So, Artists Oddballs. Now we have a logo. Thanks, Haley. You'll see a lot more animation stuff with the eyeball. I want to make, like, some, like, drips and stuff happen. I want it to, like, fly around and shoot lasers, stuff like that. Like I said, this is episode 0. This is just a test. Don't expect, like, the actual podcast to be in this format of me just sitting here talking, kind of unedited, unprepared in a sense of I'm just kind of freestyling. I'm leaving in all the ums, the likes, the pauses that I typically cut out of my videos. It'll be cut out of the final podcast because I don't want to hear all that. It's just empty space, empty time. I got a short attention span, dogs. Like ADHD, like a motherfucker. Can't be just like having all this empty space. I get bored so quick, and then like that'll make me click out of something. I'm definitely one of those people that, like, you know, the Major League Gaming edits, they're for me. I'm that kind of person where stuff has to be like very flashy and things like that. I will also have better audio in the actual podcast. I have mics coming, but again, we'll address that in a little bit, all the changes. Currently using this webcam for the first time. I don't like it. I'm actually testing it for my brother. I'm giving my brother my computer, and I bought him a webcam. So I'm just kind of testing it, making sure it works. And I don't like the little zoom thing that it keeps doing. That's really making me hyper-focused. ADHD's kicking right in. I said, oh, you piece of shit. Yeah, I don't know. I blanked. Space case, right there. Anyway, back to what I was talking about, because I blanked because I forgot. I talk too much, and then I forget everything. Basically, this is episode 0. This isn't actually Artists Oddballs. This is just me trying to get on my shit. This is me trying to get on my shit and get something out, you know? Stop bullshitting, stop thinking about all the stuff I want to do and just start doing it, whether it's the perfect way I want it to be or not. We're getting it. Fuck. I keep saying I'll whoop my own ass in a second. So, Austin, you just gonna talk about your podcast and how good it's gonna be, despite the fact that, like, you're not proving it's gonna be good? What, are you just gonna talk about how good it's gonna be, or are you gonna actually talk? I'll talk. What's up? Hey, pleased to meet you. Austin Robinson. Buff! Artist. Massive! Creator. Huge! In the art world. And I got a lot of life stuff going on right now, guys. A lot of really exciting things. So today is May 29th, and I am moving on June 18th into a new place, which, this background setup, all that stuff, you're not going to see it anymore. It's going to be actually, like, a lot bigger. I'm literally creating in a very small area right now, and I'm going to have an entire studio to make stuff in, basically. And I'll be able to have different setups, like a podcast setup, and then like painting setups, things like that. I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff coming. But separate from that, I'm just like, holy crap, I'm really moving. Those of you that already like follow me for a long time, you know I've had a really rough year. Like my house flooding, I lost literally everything I owned pretty much. The only thing that was really left was my camera, my computer, and my iPad to make art. No bed, no nothing. So to go from like not having anything and sleeping on a closet floor to in less than a year, I'm like moving into a new place, and yeah, I don't know, we're getting granite countertops. Like I'm juiced. And if you think for a second that when I heard we were gonna have granite countertops, you think the skateboarder didn't kick in and say, damn, I'm gonna have to wax the kitchen counter and skate the granite ledge. Hey, you'd be sadly mistaken, because for sure, gonna skate that granite ledge at some point. I just gotta wait until my girlfriend isn't home so she doesn't yell at me. But yeah, moving, it feels really heavy. It's so exciting and so like consuming right now. It's all I think about at the moment of like, holy crap, like this is happening. I'm moving to a different place. Like I'm going to have a big art space and creation space to work in. Like this is insane. It feels so good. It's so motivating and so like so unreal. Like I didn't think that it would be happening now. And yeah, I was able to save a lot of money. I've worked really hard the past 8-10 months since the flood happened, and hard work paid off. We're getting a move, and yeah, it's heavy. I'm really excited. Dude, I just want to like beat my ass for saying every time. Yeah, it's cool. In the beginning of 2021, I always try to, or at the beginning of every year, I always try to put out a video that's like, here's my goals for the year, art goals. And I put one out this year, and one of the goals was I wanted to move in with my girlfriend. And to make that happen in about half the year, like right June 18th, that's pretty much center of the year. It's an awesome feeling. It feels really, really rewarding, and I'm super, super excited for what the future holds. Along with that, it's ever since I found out, like I got this text, you're accepted, June 18th, Unit C8. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get on my grind even harder. And yeah, I'm gonna try and make videos. I wrote out videos for the next 3 months the other night. So I have 3 months worth of videos written. I'm going to try and film a bunch over the course of the next 2 weeks, because once we move, I'm not going to have like a lot of time to sit down, create a video, and do all that. But if I have ones backlogged, then I can keep content coming out for you guys, as well as have time to move into my new place and get stuff set up to then make new, even better content. That's another thing I'm really excited about. Like, I live with 4 other people right now, so to go from living with like pretty much a full house to just my girlfriend and our cats, when she goes to work, empty house, I can film whatever I want. Okay, I could just sit here and just shout. No one's gonna say anything. You live with 4 other people, somebody's probably gonna be like, hey, why are you shouting? And you're gonna be like, I'm filming a video. Gosh, you interrupted me. I'm just juiced. Life's changing rapidly, and I got a pretty good fire lit under my ass right now to create. It's definitely like, it's been a rough year. Inspiration wise, I've had the ideas, but just no motivation to execute. There's been nothing pushing me to actually execute on these ideas. And now, a full guillotine. Like, we are ready for some execution. Oh. Gosh, I love talking. I'm so full of myself. So, yeah, Austin. What's the deal? You put out like 5 videos this year, and that's not enough. It's not. But hey, sometimes the mood isn't right. And sometimes minor setbacks for major comebacks. It is an inspirational art podcast. I knew it. I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast yet. I want like a donut. I want something with peanut butter. I want like peanut butter and chocolate. But I've been eating healthy lately. I've been on my healthy kick. Been really taking care of my body, actually, and things are turning around. I went to the skate park the other day. I did a tray flip, and somebody filmed it for me. My back muscles on the tray flip, I was shirtless. Holy shit, that dude is actually a buff artist. I'm like actually getting muscles to the point now that I can't claim like I'm a buff artist, because then it's just like, well, yeah, dude, like people with eyes can see that. And now it just feels douchey to be like, it was funny when I was skinny and like, you know, pencil thin, but now I actually have some muscles and like, you know, some definition in my back and like shoulders and pecs and stuff, and now it's just like, Now I'm an asshole if I say I'm a buff artist, so I can't really claim that anymore, but just know, hey, we're huge now. So what else is new in my life besides moving? My brother just turned 18, and to anyone that's followed my channel, like, I think I started making YouTube content back in maybe 2016, and he would have been 12, 13 then, and he just turned 18. And it's so gnarly. Like, he has a full beard. It's so crazy to think that, like, my little brother is growing up and graduating high school in literally the same week that I move out. My brother is graduating high school. It's such a, like, hectic time coming. I don't know. It's nutty. But, yeah, my brother freaking is 18 years old. You know how old that makes me feel? I'm, like, decrepit at this point. What else? What else we got? Yeah, I've been skateboarding more, and once I move, that's another thing, like, I'm gonna be able to skateboard so much, because I'm actually moving somewhere that kind of has a skate scene. I don't know how many people know this. I live in essentially like a farm town right now. Stone driveway, terrible concrete out on the road. Like, you take 5 strong pushes and you go a foot and then stop. Like, it's not good for a skateboarder. I don't know how I ended up being who I am, living where I live. But yeah, moving somewhere where there's actually going to be a skate scene. I'm going to be able to skate more. Kind of juiced on that. There's a train station right in town. I can take the train to Philly. It's like 20 minutes. I'm there. Skate Philly a lot more. Be around an art scene in Philly a lot more. Like, hey, life is looking up, okay? All that depression shit that I was feeling for the last however many months, it's getting stomped out quick. Along with that, what else have I had going on? Found this new music group recently, Twin Temple. They make a satanic doo-wop. Sounds crazy, and you're like, I know a lot of people, the minute they hear satanic, they're like, oh god, no. Put that aside. Listen to the music. As somebody that's always enjoyed darker stuff, the fact that there's like a dark doo-wop out there, oh buddy, it's amazing. If you get a chance, definitely check out Twin Temple on Spotify, YouTube, all that. They are sick. It's his husband and wife. They make music, and the wife sings. Her voice is beautiful, and I don't know, they rule. Their lyrics are cool, like, their ideals are pretty cool, in my opinion. They're self-proclaimed Satanists, but it's not the way that, like, you would think, like, oh, 666, I worship the devil, like, Jesus is evil. It's not like that. It's more like, I don't know, research it. It's kind of cool. I back it. You guys can clip this and be like, Austin Robinson's a Satanist. Hey, I'm not, but okay. But it, like, I don't know. I've always wanted to play music. I used to play guitar, and like, I had guitar lessons and all that stuff. I had a bunch of guitars before, and I know I bring up the flood so much, but you know what? Hey, it happened to me. It was a big thing in my life. It was like a monumental life thing, so I'm gonna keep bringing it up. And if you don't like it, well then, that's what I thought. I'm flexing for anybody that's just listening. And just know that the sounds my muscles made, yeah, they were terrifying. Okay? You're not safe if you're sick of my flood talk. Do you? Oh. But yeah, I lost all my guitars, and I was kind of like, I want to have music like stuff again, but I don't know. It's money I gotta spend. But after finding like, oh, there's a dark doo-wop scene, I love old music. Like, I honestly prefer listening to old stuff rather than like anything new. Which, I mean, that's not to say I don't listen to anything new. Like, I love listening to like rap and punk music, all that stuff, metal, everything. I just, stuff that I could play for like 12 hours straight, it's 50s oldies stuff. Like, so to find out that, hey, you don't just have to listen to Earth Angel, and you could listen to like songs about sex magic, yeah, that's my kind of thing, and it definitely made me want to pick up a guitar and maybe try and write my own music. Typically with like 50s music, it's usually like 4-chord progression or something, like old doo-wop stuff. I think it's 4 chords. I don't know. Don't take my word. I'm an artist, but I'm not a music artist. But pretty simple to learn for like a beginner, and like I said, I've had lessons, so I kind of know the basics. So at some point in the future, the next few years, you guys might get a little darker, nuclear doo-wop thing from me. I'm not into the whole, like, I'm not gonna write like satanic music, but I'll write some nuclear, like, you know, mutation doo-wop, and hey, maybe you'll get a little EP from me, a little LP, a little vinyl, a little 7-inch, little cassette tape, little Spotify release, little DistroKid release. Oh God! All right. So Artists and Oddballs. Typically, I'm aiming for each of the episodes to be like 45 minutes to an hour. If they go over, that's fine. If they go under, whatever. I'm not going to force it. There's nothing worse than like when a podcast should end and you can just tell the people are like forcing it for time's sake. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more production value. I added the couple drips just so you could see a little sample animation. But in the future, like I do have an intro that I'm going to make for it. I'm blatantly going to most likely copy the Whiskey Ginger Andrew Santino podcast opening, because I just love his opening to his podcast, where he just takes like different things talking about gingers and whiskey and kind of like dubs them over. I'm probably just going to steal. I'm just put it out there. I'm stealing it. Hey, I'm stealing it. I was born a ginger. I used to literally have to drink whiskey when I would wake up as a maintenance to not shake during the day. I think I've earned the right to steal like an artist. Shout out to that book, I guess. Also, Artists and Oddballs callback! Woohoo! Yeah, I've earned my right to steal. I also just, whatever. I'm not actually gonna steal. So yeah, there'll be an intro. If you have a guest you'd like to see that you think would actually talk to me and like be interesting, throw them in the comments. Or hey, maybe you're an artist watching and you're just like, I would like nothing more than to talk to Austin. You don't have to have some giant following. I'll talk to somebody with 10 followers. If your art's cool and you're interesting, I'll talk to you. I really don't care that much. I care in a sense that I want to make it consistent. I want to make it good. But I don't care about, like, I can only work with big people because that's how I grow big. It's all for fun, dogs. Life's not that serious. If you take life serious, your house floods and you lose everything. And then, hey, the universe will even you out one way or the other. New merch shop for myself coming soon. I kind of shut my shop down after everything that happened last year and just never really like brought it back, but I got a lot of new cool stuff in my opinion. I had my crack house stickers. Well, I added a meth lab, and we're gonna add a cocaine castle pretty soon, a marijuana greenhouse, things like that. Maybe like a little mushroom hut. Yeah, we got a lot of drug buildings coming soon, and some shirts. Finally doing merch with shirts. Might do some Artists and Oddballs logo merch. I'd lean the other way. It's over here. Right there. Might do something with that. I don't know. Yeah. That's pretty much what's happening, guys. Artists and Oddballs. Episode 0. Don't take it that serious. It'll be way better for episode 1. I'm thinking for episode 1, it'll either be my girlfriend, who's an artist. Literally how we started dating was I bought her art, and then we just became friends, and then eventually we started woohoo! But my talk, I feel like her and I could definitely pump out like a good hour or two on just, you know, all of a sudden going from... We've wanted to live together for a really long time, and just finally being able to take that step and yeah, having this shared art space. Like, we literally bought a 2-bedroom place just to have like art space. So a lot of new stuff coming. Clothing. We've got like sewing machine tables. I'm getting my embroidery machine for patches, dogs. Oh, it's over. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I'm getting juiced thinking about it. Like, you can see it in my eyes. I'm getting freaking fired up. I cannot fucking wait. Ooh. I got pee. So we're gonna wrap this up. New shop coming soon. Artists Oddballs, episode 1. If it doesn't come in June, it's coming in July once I'm fully settled and moved in. It is gonna obviously take me a little bit to get the stuff set up, but hey, videos every other day in June, if I can swing it. I'm gonna try and swing it, but videos every other day, and I wrote out videos for the entirety of the summer. Minor setback, major comeback. We're coming back. We're taking over the art world from some of these corny ass art YouTubers. Bro, what happened? Some of these art people were so cool in the beginning, and they are such fucking cornballs now. What happened? You fucking oddballs. Thanks for listening. If you made it through, give me tips for making the podcast better. Like I said, we're getting better audio. There'll be more animations. It's going to be better. This is just wanted a little teaser, episode 0, little tester, testicles. As we said, thank you for watching. GG. Goodbye. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Don't do anything crazy.